Abandoned Spaces, a Satori Tendou ex-listener fanfiction. Running out of school, past the grass fields, all the way over to the abandoned school at the edge of town. This was the place where you and Tendou usually met up to hang out. You guys had been best friends for over 8 years now, and you loved hanging out with him. He was such a goof and always knew a way to cheer you up. When you were little, the two of you went on a walk and saw the abandoned school. After exploring it, you found it a good idea to make it a hangout spot for just the two of you. When you arrived, Tendou was already waiting. He was sitting on one of the tables that were left behind, just minding his own business. You joined him on the table and the two of you just talked about your day and ate some snacks. The sun started going down, so Tendou put on some music and the two of you laid on your backs in the grass to watch it go down. Neither of you really said anything, so Tendou rolled over and started tickling your sides. You didn't let him get you too bad and started tickling him back. The both of you laughed so hard that you had to take a moment to catch your breath again. After you went back inside the building, Tendou switched the playlist. He grabbed your hands and started dancing with you. A huge blush took over your face, but luckily he didn't notice. The two of you were completely in your own world when you heard cars driving up to the building. Tendou quickly switched off the music, picked up his bag, and took you to the back of the school. You were able to hear multiple voices of what seemed to be a couple of adult males. Tendou carefully peeked from behind the school to see who were there. "It's the cops," he said. "I wonder why they're here. They wouldn't have any reason to be here, right?" "Maybe we made too much noise?" you whispered. "I don't think that is—" Before he could finish, Tendou's sentence was cut off by approaching footsteps. One of the police officers had walked to the corner of the building. Much to your luck, he was inside, so he wasn't able to see you guys. You were getting pretty scared at this point. What if they found the two of you, even though the reason for them being here was unknown? They could be looking for you and Tendou for all you know. "It'll be fine, Wyan, I promise," Tendou whispered in your ear. This seemed to put you at ease. It took a good 20 minutes before the cars drove off. The both of you carefully came out of hiding, and when you realized the police was gone, you let out a sigh of relief. Back inside the school, Tendou pulled out 2 sleeping bags of his bag. It was Friday, so you'd have all the time in the world since it was weekend. Sleepovers with Tendou would happen a lot, even if you were in strange places. One time, the two of you actually slept in a field because you said you wanted to watch the sunrise with Tendou. He was always up for anything, which was something you loved about him. When you check your phone, you see a news article about a drug dealer that was heavily sought after. Rumors were going around that the guy was stationed at the abandoned school you and Tendou were at. "Tendou, look at this real quick." You called the boy over. So that's why they were here. But they didn't find any signs of that dude here, so that's why they probably thought it was a fake clue. "I'm glad they didn't find us," you respond. "We might have had to go down to the station because we'd be suspects." That idea scared you. If your parents found out you had to go to the police, they'd be very angry with you. Tendou saw the expression on your face. It was a mix of confusion and fear. He hesitated for a little, but then stepped in and pressed a kiss to your lips. "That should help the tenseness you feel," he said with a light smile that was accompanied by a rosy blush. The kiss left you dumbfounded for a second. "You know, Wyan, this might come as a surprise to you, but I've actually wanted to do that for a while now," the guy says. I'm kinda glad you did, Tendou," you stutter. "Satori," he says. "Call me Satori." Of course, he let out a shy laugh. "Wanna head to sleep for the night?" Tendou says. "Sure, it's getting pretty cold," you respond. You were about to get into the sleeping bag when Tendou asked, "Would you mind sharing the bag? It's actually really cold, plus I'd like some cuddles." Yeah, that's fine with me," you say. Your heart was close to beating out of your chest and your face was bright red. "Are you okay, Wayan?" Tendou asked. "Your face is all red." No, I'm fine, Satori. Just a bit scared that the police might come back," you confess. "Even if they come back, I'll protect you, I promise," Tendou said, and gave you a kiss on the forehead. "I'll never let anyone hurt you.